Hi, I'm Velshi with MSNBC. The Supreme Court just overruled the landmark cases Roe v. Wade and Planned Parenthood v. Casey, which held that women have the constitutional right to seek pre-viability abortions. Joining me for A More Perfect Union is Jeffrey Rosen, president and CEO of the National Constitution Center. Jeff, good to see you. Help us unpack the constitutional reasoning in the majority opinion and the dissent and the implications for future other unenumerated rights in America.
Sounds great, Ali. And I'm going to summarize the arguments of the majority and the dissent, and then I want viewers to read the opinion so they can make up their own minds. So in the majority opinion, the Supreme Court upheld a 2018 Mississippi law which banned abortion at 15 weeks, and it overturned two landmark decisions, Roe v. Wade and Planned Parenthood v. Casey, which had said that states couldn't ban abortion until the point of viability, which is around 24 weeks. The decision obviously is one of the most consequential and controversial of the 21st century, the most important abortion decision since 1992. So what was the core of Justice Samuel Alito's opinion? Writing for 5 justices, he said that abortion rights have no basis in the text, history, and tradition of the Constitution. He wrote that the Constitution makes no reference to abortion, and no such right is implicitly protected by any constitutional provision. He emphasized that around 1868, when the 14th Amendment was ratified, many states criminalized abortion, and in 1973, when Roe was decided, 30 out of 50 states still banned abortion. And as a result, he said Roe and Casey were egregiously wrong and had to be overturned so that the court could return the issue of abortion to the people's elected representatives. Chief Justice John Roberts wanted to uphold the Mississippi law, but preserve Roe and Casey. He tried to strike a compromise that would have upheld the law without overturning the central holding in Roe that women have some constitutionally protected right to choose abortion early in pregnancy. And regardless of what you think of Roe, the Chief Justice said there's no question overturning it represents a serious jolt to the legal system. On the other side, the 3 liberal justices, Stephen Breyer, Sonia Sotomayor, and Elena Kagan, argued in their joint dissent that the majority had refused to respect history, tradition, and precedent. They said that common law authorities didn't treat abortion as a crime before around 16 weeks. And more broadly, they said using 1868 as an anchor for tradition makes no sense because in 1868, the nation did not perceive women as equals and did not recognize women's rights. So they said that the majority's focus on the past consigns women to second-class citizenship. They took the majority to task for overturning 50 years of precedent, even though neither law nor facts or attitudes have changed since Roe and Casey. Finally, there were 2 important concurring opinions by members of the majority, Justice Clarence Thomas and Brett Kavanaugh. Justice Thomas urged the court to overrule the court's demonstrably egregious substantive due process precedents. That means decisions protecting contraception and gay marriage rights. But Justice Kavanaugh emphasized the court's abortion decision does not threaten or cast doubts on those precedents. Now, Ali, obviously this is tremendously consequential, and it's very important that viewers take the time to read the opinions, understand the reasoning, and decide for themselves. A great place to start is the National Constitution Center's We the People podcast, where we've done a 4-part series on the Dobbs case, breaking down the best arguments on all sides. And we're also posting excerpts from the majority opinion and the dissents on our website, constitutioncenter.org.
And I've learned from you that you have to read all of it in order for it to make sense, or at least in order to debate it. The dissents often carry a lot of information that, we only give attention to the majority decision. So thank you for that. Jeff Rosen is the president and the CEO of the National Constitution Center. Be sure to follow Jeff and the National Constitution Center on Twitter @RosenJeffrey and @ConstitutionCTR.